Good morning. This is Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
We have evidently, ladies and gentlemen, we've done something wrong. We, in this part of the country, evidently have really upset the rainmakers.
Yeah, man, with the forecast I was reading a couple of days ago, I got to be honest, I was very disappointed to wake up this morning and not see it wet.
Karen,
Yes,
known to you as Joan,
yes.
she watches her phone when it's supposed to rain or a weather event is supposed to happen, and her phone tells her approximately at what time it's supposed to start raining.
Yes, yeah, my phone does the same thing. It says rain in the next few hours.
Yes, or it'll even give you a time. And so last night it was starting out something like should start around 9 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
And then later Joan says, oh, now it says it's going to start, at 11 o'clock or something like that, and rain longer tomorrow. So it's just going to start later and rain further into today. That was the message she was receiving the last time she checked.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we got up this morning, Karen,
Yes,
known to you as Joan,
yes.
said it didn't rain last night. At all.
Nah. I'll be honest, I feel like I'm partly to blame. Again, going by the forecast, I rushed home during my lunch hour yesterday and quickly mowed the yard because I'm like, well, the forecast says it's like going to rain for 4 days.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to get the lawn mowed. And then I wouldn't have had to have rushed and done it over my lunch hour. I could have just done it when I got home last night. But so I don't know. It's one of those things. If I wouldn't have done it, it probably would have just poured all afternoon, and then I, wouldn't have gotten to it until whenever.
I got a feeling that there's a number of our listeners out there that are blaming themselves as well. I'll jump in and just tell you that the front yard here has been fertilized, and supposed to wait a little while and then water it. And yesterday I thought, well, I better drag out. No, wait a minute. There's a very good chance of rain today and tonight, especially tonight. It'll probably be nice and wet. A rain is always better than a sprinkler anyway. I just won't drag the hose out.
Yeah.
And there it is, dry as a bone out there this morning.
And if you would have went to all that work, it probably would have rained.
See, maybe.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of people out there, I think we're all thinking that was a forecast that was pretty sure it was going to rain.
Yeah,
for here.
Well, I think I shared this with you a few days ago. That I'm just to the point where I almost feel bad for reading the 6-day forecast.
Yeah.
Because that fifth and a few days ago, again, it was every forecast I was reading was showers likely. It wasn't even a chance. It was just, it's going to rain.
Well, what was it yesterday going into last night? It started out like 80%, and then it went to 60%. And
I saw it today when I looked at the forecast. Now it's down to 50% for today.
Yikes. We need some rain.
Boy, we do. We do so much. We all know that.
Yes. Ainsworth area, bad fires up there. That was a controlled burn that got out of control, and now the governor, you may have heard on our report this morning, has called a statewide ban on controlled burning, any open burning, which makes sense. It's so weird, too, because you look at the map where there's been moisture, and the east end of the state to the south of us, southeast. They were having rain showers and thunder showers yesterday afternoon and evening down in the south corner of the state. Lincoln, Omaha's been getting a little here and there, and we haven't got a drop. Oh, I guess we got 4 drops. The other, was it morning or afternoon? There was when that cloudy. Oh, then when it kind of rolled through with those winds, I think there was 4 drops on the windshield. But it's dangerous out there, and we need to wet things down for lots of different reasons, and of course growing things here this spring. But one thing we do know for sure is that the senior kids are excited right now about getting out of school and graduating. Most of them have 8, 9, 10 days left in classes, real classes, and then they'll be looking towards spring release and summer. But before they do that, they can enjoy these wonderful school lunches that we know are going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not like the weather. This is going to be served today at noon. And at Thetford, today, on this 24th day, it's lasagna rolls with meat sauce.
All right, Gothenburg today, made fresh loaded hash browns with biscuit, traditional sloppy joe, made fresh supreme pizza, fresh baked combo sub, and pizza snackable. Some of the choices at Gothenburg today.
At Sargent today, it's chili cheese fries or stuffed potato, fruit cup, no-bake cookie, dinner roll, and milk.
And Selma Myrna today, made fresh loaded hash browns with biscuit, traditional sloppy joe, and uncrustable cheese and cracker platter at Anselmo Myrna.
Litchfield, tater tot casserole, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Sandhill School in Dunning, macaroni and cheese and ham patty on the lunch menu today at Sandhills.
At Arnold, super nacho and cinnamon rolls.
All right, Broken Bow today, going to go with made fresh loaded hash browns with biscuit, Mojo loose meat sandwich, fresh baked ham and cheese sub, and the grill station combo at Broken Bow today is going to be a crispy chicken sandwich basket.
At Ansley Schools today, it's sub sandwich and chips.
Callaway today, mini corn dogs at Callaway.
And at the Prairie Pioneer Center today, roast beef, mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans, dinner roll, dessert, and they do remind you they have an open house today at the center from 1 until 4 p.m., and they also have a ribbon cutting for a new blood pressure hub that they have added to their services there. So the open house is from 1 until 4. Drop by and enjoy good company and take a look if you haven't been in for a while.
All right, one final school lunch menu to pass your way. This is Cozad Cuban sandwich or spicy chicken sandwich with seasoned fries, and the pizza bar on the menu today at Cozad.
All right, it's 7:39. You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, and we are going to get a little Jackson Brown going for you, and we're going to give away a prize. We're going to add today 2 tickets to the gospel show, the Nebraska Gospel Festival, which is taking place in Callaway this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And these tickets will be good for both days and some food as well. So be listening. We'll be giving you a chance to win those, along with a Runza chocolate ice cream cone.
Yeah, yes, an ice cream cone. I would go with twist. But I know you're a chocolate ice cream guy. I like the twist cone. I like to mix it up. I like the vanilla and chocolate. Or you could go with vanilla. But yeah, it'll be an ice cream cone.
So
with ice cream in it. Not just the cone, but they'll probably put some ice cream on it for you too.
Okay.
Just to clarify.
So ice cream cone of your choice.
Yeah. Or dish, it says.
Or dish.
Yeah.
All right. At Runza, along with those 2 tickets to that gospel show in Callaway this weekend. So, Jackson Brown for you, and then the question here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Jackson Brown, my Cleveland heart, on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Let's play the game and see if we can give away those tickets, 2 tickets to the Nebraska Gospel Fest featuring Lauren Talley and many others, plus that ice cream cone at Runza. Here's Brent.
All right. Earlier this week, we celebrated Earth Day, so our questions this week kind of centering around that. The average American generates about how many pounds of trash per day? The average American generates about how many pounds of trash per day? Is it 2, 3, 4, or 5 pounds of trash? The average American generates about how many pounds of trash per day? 2, 3, 4, or 5 are your choices. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
April is Stress Awareness Month, and your friends at Central Nebraska Medical Clinic are working to raise awareness about stress and how to cope with it. Stress can affect your body, thoughts, feelings, and behavior, and can also contribute to health problems like high blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. Learning to cope with stress and finding healthy ways to deal with stress situations can go a long way in living a healthy and positive life. Brought to you by Central Nebraska Medical Clinic in Broken Bow. Online at cnmcpc.com.
Happy Cinco de Mayo from Fiesta Brava in Broken Bow. Even though it falls on Monday, their normal day off, they're opening their doors to celebrate one of their favorite holidays with you. Enjoy $5.99 20-ounce margaritas all day long, mouth-watering Mexican food, and an unbeatable atmosphere. Start your week with Fiesta Brava, open 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. Bring your friends, your appetite, and your party spirit. Make this Cinco de Mayo one to remember. See you at Fiesta Brava in Broken Bow. Well, we didn't get a call on that. I don't know if anybody wants to really admit
Yeah, that's probably true.
how wasteful we can be as human beings. So I don't know. What's the answer?
All right. The average American generates about 4 pounds of trash per day.
Per person.
Yeah. It says the question just reads every average American. So I don't know if that kind of pertains to like household or.
Oh, I bet it's per person.
So average about 4 pounds of trash per day.
That's terrible.
Which, if you go out and clean out my car right now, there'd probably be about 4
Same
4
here.
pounds of trash.
Same here.
In there. I'll just throw this in the back seat.
Yeah.
Take care of it later.
I'll unload the car later with all that stuff in there. Yeah. All right. We got the Dave Davis Farmers National report coming up to close out the hour, and that's coming up. So stick around. That's always interesting. They got some big things coming up. Want to talk a little bit about the senior salutes. Today, on this Thursday, it's Ansley Litchfield featured on KCNI and Selma Myrna on KBBN. And tomorrow, it will be Arnold seniors on KCNI and Callaway seniors on KBBN. And then on Monday, we'll switch that around, and you'll have Callaway on KCNI and Arnold on KBBN. So you can be sure and catch those. So that's our schedule there. Also, I think they wanted us to remind you folks out there of something kind of like unloading the car, maybe taking out the trash, maybe doing that project that you've been putting off for a long, long time. This is kind of like that. None of us really enjoy. I say this in a way. We don't really look forward to paying taxes, but I always look forward to going up to the courthouse, and because the people there are so great.
Yeah.
So you gotta have to pay your taxes anyway. You may as well have a little fun while you're doing it.
There you go.
And at the assessor's office, they would like to remind you that your personal property schedules are due by May 1st. So your schedules are due by May 1st in order to avoid any penalties. So you need to get those schedules in. If you have any questions about that, call them at 308-872-2981 or stop by their office at the courthouse with any questions or concerns. And a lot of us pay property taxes in May and September, so those are coming up. If you pay them twice or pay them all at once. It's up to you. They'll take it all and take half of it.
All right. It's a good reminder.
Yeah, and those schedules you need to have in so they can appraise everything and make sure we do our civic duties. Mm-hmm. Job openings, we got a few. Nebraska Department of Transportation has an exceptional opportunity for a highway maintenance worker to join their team in Broken Bow and Ansley. And at the Department of Transportation, they reward their hard workers with a supportive environment, encourage creativity and innovation. They provide training and career development, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, a work-life balance, and comprehensive benefits package that includes a matching retirement contribution. This job you can apply for, but only online. So here's your address, statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online state application must be completed. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer.
Speaking of job opportunities, Pearson Construction is looking for workers for framing and concrete work. You would be working in Broken Bow and the surrounding communities. Some of the benefits associated with the position would include health insurance, also a $1,000 hiring bonus possible as well. For more information or an application, email homerpearson1@gmail.com. And for all of the information regarding these job opportunities and others, you can check out sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to the employment page.
Birthdays today. Carly Pierce, age 35 as of today. Country singer got her first notice with her 2017 song, Every Little Thing, and is now very, very popular on the countryside. A very popular lady for a long, long time in the movie business, Shirley MacLaine, is 71 today. The veteran Oscar winner is known for so many notable roles in films such as Sweet Charity, The Apartment, Terms of Endearment, Steel Magnolias, and she recently appeared in Only Murders in the Building, and that was really a good part that she played there. That is her birthday today at 91. And let's see here, Jack Quaid. Jack is the son of the actor Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan, but doing fine on his own. He's been starring as Huey on the Amazon Prime series The Boys, and he's been in Star Trek, Lower Decks, and recently starred in the film Novocaine, so he's doing well, and he is celebrating his birthday today at age 33. Barbra Streisand is 83 today. Singer and actress, producer, and director, has won multiple Grammys, 2 Oscars, 5 Emmys, and many Golden Globes. And she is 83 years young today. So if you're having a birthday today, happy birthday to you. You're celebrating with some good folks.
Oh, boy, there's that contemplative look again.
Well, it just seems like on this show, we have these major controversies all the time. I mentioned this morning that you could have a chocolate ice cream cone.
Yes,
and
you can.
And you had to twist it with a different kind of cone.
Well, I just wanted to make sure people understood it didn't have to be chocolate.
Are you going against authority? Is that it? Is that what you finally, after all these years, you want to buck the theme?
Does feel kind of good.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the Dave Davis Farmers National Report.
Do weed control right the first time and deliver the knockout punch to weeds with Status Herbicide. Status Herbicide is the #1 broadleaf herbicide for corn, going up against the toughest weeds in your fields. Use it as your frontline post-application in a tank mix with Zidua SC herbicide for one heck of a knockdown that keeps HPPD-resistant weeds out for the rest of the season. Explore more at statusherbicide.com. Always read and follow label directions.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
It's the best start to my day.
Good morning, everyone.
This is Kathy Eberly reporting for Dave Davis Auction Service and Farmers National Company. To start with Farmers National Company, we do have a new listing at 628 South 10th Avenue. It's close to downtown. It does have a front porch, large living room, laundry located on the back porch, main floor bedroom and bathroom. Upstairs has a second bathroom and 2 more bedrooms, has an unfinished basement, and does have a carport. That's at 628 South 10th Avenue. At 546 North 16th Avenue. This one is on a corner lot, has a nice sized living room, eat-in kitchen that has plenty of cabinets and counter space. The kitchen appliances are staying with the home. Main floor has 2 bedrooms, master bedroom has a master bathroom. Main floor laundry located in the half bath. Lower level has a family room, 2 non-conforming bedrooms, and 3rd bathroom. Detached double garage with extra space for a work area, underground sprinklers and covered patio area. That's at 546 North 16th Avenue. We do have a commercial building at 305 South 10th Avenue. It's a great location. It's got lots of possibilities. There's 1,280 square foot office space up front and then 1,920 square feet for a storage warehouse. It does have a full basement in the back. This is located at 305 South 10th Avenue. Like I said, there's lots of possibilities for this building. Then we have a house at 713 South F Street. Everything is on one level. You'll walk into a large living room with a large picture window and built-ins on one side. The breakfast bar separates the kitchen and dining area. This home has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Family room has a large picture window, fireplace, and built-in bookcase. Office has French doors to the family room. Laundry area is located by the back door off of the kitchen. Several new windows, a partial basement for a storm shelter, attached double garage, small yard to maintain. It's close to downtown at 713 South F Street. At 237 Bomar Drive, this home has been totally remodeled. Large living room. Kitchen has a breakfast bar and plenty of counter and cupboard space. Main floor also has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and laundry space. Lower level is finished with a large family room, 2 bedrooms, and 3rd bathroom. Oversized attached garage, but then there's also a shop with double doors off of the garage. Large backyard with patio space, mature trees located in a quiet neighborhood. This is at 237 Bomar Drive. At 1215 North K Street, this is a ranch-style home, has a cute front porch. Kitchen walks out to a small deck in the back. Living room has recessed lighting, hardwood floors, built-in shelves, picture window, and a fireplace. Laundry room is located right off of the kitchen. There are 3 bedrooms on the main floor with hardwood floors. Lower level has second bathroom, rec room, family room with gas fireplace, and 2 more bedrooms, both with egress windows. Attached double garage, corner lot with mature trees. That's at 1215 North K Street. And then at 901 South K Street, this property has a pool building that was built in 1980, has 1,904 square feet with a heated pool, a changing room, 3/4 bath, and a lounge area with wet bar. The pool is 18 by 33 with a diving board, water slide, exit ladders, and a pool cover. There's also a tennis court. There's a metal building that's 30 by 24 with concrete floor that is insulated and heated. The building has water, a drain, and a workshop area. Then there's also a separate utility shed. This is all located at 901 South K Street. At 240 Webster Avenue, this is a ranch-style home. Living room has a picture window. Kitchen has lots of cabinets and counter space. Formal dining area is open to the kitchen and living room. Main floor has 3 bedrooms. Master bedroom has a master bath with onyx sink, ceramic tile shower with onyx base, and ceramic tile flooring. The main bath also has onyx sink, ceramic tile surround, and heated ceramic tile flooring. Main floor laundry room. Lower level has family room, 2 non-conforming bedrooms, and storage room. Air-to-air heat pump, lots of newer windows. The shingles were new in 2019, fenced-in backyard, underground sprinklers, and utility shed. There's an attached single-car garage and an 18 by 40 detached garage. It's located on a quiet street at 240 Webster Avenue. And then in Myrna at 318 East Brotherton Avenue, we do have a home listed. It has an enclosed front porch, nice sized kitchen, updated full bathroom with shower, main floor laundry located on the back porch. Upstairs has a large landing and a bedroom. New flooring and fresh paint, furnace and central air new in 2023. Fenced in backyard, corner lot. This is located at 318 East Brotherton Street in Myrna. I think that sums it up for this week. I'd like to thank you all for listening. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.
20,000 acres, as previously reported. The Plum Creek fire was confirmed at still 0% contained during the press conference. Pillen thanked Senator Tanya Storer for being present for the press conference, as her district has seen a large number of fires in the recent past. He closed by encouraging everyone in Nebraska to do all they can to avoid dangerous fire-starting sparks by working carefully in the field and greasing up every bearing possible. No timetable was given for an end to the statewide ban. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
No Jason Tatum for the Celtics, no problem.
Ball moved to Holiday. Holiday drives down the middle of the floor, hangs in the air, throws it through two men out to the corner for Jaylen Brown. Good night three.
Hello, Irene. Hello, Irene. Good night, Irene.
You just heard on the Celtics radio network. Brown ended with 36 points and 10 rebounds as the Celtics stopped the Magic 100-109. Boston now leads the series 2-0. The Rockets even the series against the Warriors with a 109-94 win behind Jalen Green, who had 38 points, including 8 threes. The Cavs now lead their series 2-0 after defeating the Heat 121-112. Cleveland hit 11 threes in the second quarter, and Donovan Mitchell ended with 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. In baseball, the Giants outscored the Brewers 4-2. The A's defeated the Rangers 5-2, and the Rays held on to defeat the Diamondbacks in Arizona 7-6 in 11 innings.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Chance of thunderstorms today, otherwise cloudy skies expected. High temperatures reach up to 58, winds out of the northeast 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance for storms tonight, lows dip down to about 37, cloudy skies expected. Slight chance for showers tomorrow, daytime highs approaching 59, cloudy skies expected. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
RTA's Hardware is your connection for projects large to small, but there's so much more than hardware. Visit them for grills, smokers, home decor, countertop appliances, and outdoor living items, in addition to what you need for your projects. RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow.
It's 8:06. Let's go outside and find out what it really feels like with Jack Simpson. Jack, what's it like out there?
Well, good morning. No rain yet. Hopefully we get some. Feels pretty kind of chilly this morning. 45 degrees outside with cloudy skies. Winds out of the north-northeast up to 5 miles per hour. Barometric pressure at 30.05 with humidity at 80%. No rain in the last 24 hours. The precipitation for this month staying at 64 hundredths. High yesterday of 69, overnight low of 44. Sunrise today was at 6:44. Sunset today 8:29.
So it's like mid-40s, but it feels a little cool.
Yes.
Is that why you had your hood on? Your hood
I
hood
do.
up?
Yep.
Yeah. What did you put you put your hood up and then you put your headset on. Can you hear okay?
Oh yeah.
All right. And your ears are warm.
Yep.
All right. I guess that's your choice whether you want to. We don't like people wearing hoods around here.
I
I'll tell you why.
So if you, Jack, just a quick question.
Yes.
If you had your headphones on covering your ears, what was the hood up to cover the top of your head?
No,
or,
to cover the back of my neck.
Oh, the back of your neck.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But you have the hood on, and then you put the headsets over the hood.
No, the headset is over the hood, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I watched him walk out, and I go...
I figured you had the headset on and then the hood over the headset.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's... Okay.
Well,
interesting look.
And I got to tell you, Jack, when you wear that hood like that, it kind of makes you look like you're from the hood.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, I guess it's your choice. We don't have a real dress code here, but when you look like you're about ready to commit a crime.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Thanks, Jack.
You're welcome.
Oh, Jack. Pleasure having Jack around.
Yes.
He's doing a good job.
He is.
It is 8:08, and we have a few things we want to tell you about. There's a lot going on the last half of this week, and I know Jeremy's going to be covering some of those and going out and getting some comments and pictures and so forth. But some ribbon cuttings and different things we're going to be telling you about. We told you about the open house today at the Prairie Pioneer Center. and they'll also be having, giving you, I should say, a chance to look at their new blood pressure hub, they call it, which you can't really check your blood pressure too often. It's amazing. It's amazing how much your blood pressure changes from hour to hour.
Yes, absolutely. I know mine changes right at 9:30 in the morning. Just kidding. What's gotten into me?
You're pretty edgy today.
Man,
wow.
What has gotten into me? Normally I'm the good one.
Well, excuse me. Man, I apologize. Your old high school buddy said you're the good guy, that people wouldn't be throwing axes at your picture, but they would at mine.
Yeah.
And today, I don't know what's gotten into you.
I don't know.
You're frustrated about something you want to tell us about?
No, I don't think so. Today's NFL draft day.
Oh, boy.
So when you're a Bears fan, it's one of the most exciting days of the year. because lately we've had a high draft pick because we haven't had the best of seasons, and it's kind of like starting new, starting fresh. And so we'll see what happens with the draft. As you can see, I've got my Bears sweatshirt on today. Jeremy's got his Bears pullover on. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're kind of excited for today. Little sad too. For Chicago Bears fans, Steve McMichael passed away. People who follow NFL football might remember Steve as a defensive lineman who was a part of the 1980s and 1985 Bears defense, which was just so dominant. Had a long battle with ALS and unfortunately passed away yesterday. So a little bit somber there.
Yeah, I saw that. There was a picture of his wife at the hospital. It was pretty sad.
Yeah.
It's too bad. That's a terrible, terrible disease.
Yes.
Well, now I'm totally depressed. Thanks a lot for that. We'll take a break.
Are you or someone you know struggling with depression, anxiety, trauma, or other mental health challenges? Do you wonder where you can get help and support locally? An online list is ready and available for you that includes local, trained, caring mental health providers. Visit mhpcc.org. Mental health providers and services available in Custer County can be found quickly and easily at mhpcc.org. Get ready to sink your teeth into something delicious this May with KCNI KBBN Radio. In celebration of Beef Month, we're firing up an exciting promotion where you could win a share of over $2,500 in mouth-watering beef-related prizes. Trust us, these prizes are sure to beef up your spring. Stay tuned. The prizes are arriving at our studios and details are coming soon. You won't want to miss your chance to bring home the beef. It's the May the Beef Be With You promotion from your fellow beef-loving stations, KCNI and KBBN.
Oh, yeah. And yesterday, speaking of the beef promotion, Karen, Joan to you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And yours truly brought one of the main prizes in yesterday.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't see you do that.
Yeah. It's in the breezeway.
Oh.
Being well kept.
Okay.
It will be delicious.
All right.
Be listening for more details.
May the beef be with you.
Yes, an exciting month.
And someone is going to have a lot of beef with them.
They are.
And
some other goodies,
if
too.
If they win, yes.
Yeah, it's a nice prize. I think everybody will be excited about it. Just been kind of teasing you with it.
Oh, boy. Big, deep sigh.
It's difficult sometimes because you got to be careful about what you think is funny and what the audience will think is funny. And sometimes you really lay an egg, And the one that we struggle with is the Nebraska Land hearing ad at times, because it would be so easy to come up with little skits back and forth about, well, I wasn't paying attention or I didn't hear you. And we've done a little of that, but I think we've tried to be classy about it because it is it's one of our main senses that we have, sight and hearing and taste and touch. And all those things are gifts that you get when you're born. And some people even have been shortchanged when they're born with some of those senses and still lead productive lives with the aid of science and medicine. And the science for hearing aids these days is really made some advancements with the digital age and being able to have control of hearing aids with phones and so forth with the smartphones. And then some people prefer just to have something simple, a simple aid to hear better. But the point here we're making is it's no joke. If you're not hearing well, you're missing out on a lot in life. And it's hard sometimes to make yourself check it out and find out, I'm not maybe enjoying myself at gatherings and I'm going to maybe a musical or a play and I'm just not getting it like I used to. The only way you're really going to know is go have a test. Have your hearing tested just like you do when you go in for your annual checkup or things like that, so they have a baseline so that they can kind of monitor year to year as to how your health is. Same way with your hearing. So the test is absolutely free at Nebraska Land Hearing. Roxanne is a certified hearing instrument specialist with over 35 years of experience right here in town. And if you're struggling with your hearing or worrying about missing out on those conversations with your friends and family, stop in and see Roxanne. She can help. Free hearing evaluation, free office calls, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, extended discounts for new and returning patients for buying local, and pricing available to fit all budgets. That's very important. Call her, make an appointment at 308-384-3852. Her office is located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building on the east side of the square. Really, the best way is just ring her up at 308-384-3852.
You're talking about our senses. Well, if you would like to reward your sense of taste, stop by the Spur in Dunning this weekend, because this Saturday, April 25th, you can treat yourself to a homemade chicken fried steak.
Oh, those are so good.
Served with your choice of potato and their fresh salad bar. You won't want to miss this mouth-watering special. And it's going to be on Saturday, April 25th. The kitchen will close at 10. So call or stop in. Number to call, 308-538-2251. They also have daily lunch specials and evening specials every Saturday. And this Saturday, April 25th, it'll be their homemade chicken fried steak. So come hungry and leave happy. The Spur in Dunning, right off Highway 2.
Make us part of your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good station.
Central Nebraska wakes up with Dave and Brent on The Breakfast Show.
Need gear for the softball and baseball diamond? Geared for Sports in Broken Bow has all kinds of equipment and shoes for the season. What Scott doesn't have in store, he can try to find for you. Geared for Sports has competitive pricing, so there's no need to go out of town or search the web. Find it right on the square in Broken Bow. There's a reason it's called Geared for Sports. They're prepared to gear you up for whatever sport you play. Visit them soon in Broken Bow. Geared for Sports.
Hi, this is Andrew Mason. Normally I would say with Pearson PT, but that's no longer the case. We are now Rise Rehab and Performance. As you may have heard, Aaron Nelson and myself took over the clinic at the beginning of the year, and now we are moving forward with a new name. Again, it's Rise Rehab and Performance. Same location, same number, same awesome staff, and the same great care you've come to expect from us. That's Rise Rehab and Performance. Come see us for all your physical therapy needs, 872-5800.
Hey, I want to thank Mid-Plains Community College for putting on the professional gathering yesterday for all the folks who take care of us here in our businesses. They used to call them secretaries, but they're
Administrative Professionals Day,
yes.
I believe, was yesterday.
Yeah, because they do more than you can imagine. Well, they gathered yesterday, and Kristen, I got a ticket for Kristen, and she come back with all kinds of wonderful goodies, and she enjoyed the speaker. So thank you for making that available, Casey and everybody at Mid-Plains. That was a great idea, and I think Kristen really enjoyed it, and we appreciate it. Pinterest. Do you know anything about Pinterest?
I really don't. I really don't know the first thing about it. I've heard of it. I know it exists, and that's about as far as my knowledge goes.
Well, Pinterest is trying to help get your kids off their phones during school. The social media site tells The Verge that it's testing out a new pop-up to encourage them to put their phones away until the end of the school day. Users between the ages of 13 and 17 will get the pop-up in the U.S. and Canada, but only during school hours. Pinterest claims to be the first tech company to test out a feature like this. Your turn, Instagram. So I guess the question I would have, not knowing, I don't know anything about Pinterest and all those different social media sites. I don't know anything about. We're kind of in the same boat there.
Pretty much, yes.
But do kids use Pinterest would be my question.
I have no idea.
I mean, I know they do the TikTok thing, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's big with kids. I know that. They're got their face buried in that about half the time or more. But I don't know for sure whether a pop-up is going to do the trick. It's nice that they're trying, but I mean, the administration and the teachers are dealing with this as the best they can, and different schools are doing different things to try to encourage them to not have their phones available during class. Some schools are now saying you cannot bring them into class. I guess to me that might be the ultimate solution, but we don't have to enforce it either as citizens. If you're a teacher trying to keep control there, that's going to be a challenge. But anyway, there are companies out there at least thinking about it. Now, I don't know how many people here have been following the news, but there have been news of tariffs.
Oh.
You know, this whole thing with tariffs.
Yes.
I'll leave it up to you folks out there. Are you in favor of tariffs? Do you wish they weren't being thrown around at this time? But we should expect some residual effects from the tariffs. We know that. We've seen the stock market. Well, I don't know if you've looked at your retirement lately.
No.
You don't even look.
No, I just, I just don't.
You're young enough. You can do that.
I hope I am anyway. Hope I'm young enough for the moment.
Well, Walmart and Target CEOs warn that tariffs will make store shelves empty as early as next month.
Oh, wow. Empty.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you thought supermarket aisles were bare during the pandemic, some of the country's biggest chains are worried that the tariffs will make the whole store look like the toilet paper aisle back in 2020.
Oh, wow.
There's word that the bosses of Target, Walmart, and the Home Depot have warned the White House this week that raising prices on foreign-made goods is simply going to destroy their chain's ability to get the products and could result in empty store shelves within 2 weeks.
Wow.
So I guess we'll have to wait and see whether that happens.
Yeah.
Or maybe something will break free. I don't know. But, yeah, you mentioned this the other day when we were talking about the pandemic and how weird that was when all of a sudden everybody went for paper goods and
oh, yeah.
Toilet paper and cleanser and that.
Well, they were, I mean, even right here in the area, they were. There was a limit, right?
Yes.
On what you could walk out of the store with.
Exactly. Will we see that again? According to the CEOs of some very large chain stores, the answer they're giving is yes, as soon as 2 weeks. More after these words.
It's graduation season, and Sandhills Custom Creations on the Square in Broken Bow has you covered with personalized gifts. From personalized banners for guest to sign at receptions, to unique apparel, cups, embroidered towels, and more, Chaz can bring your inspiration to life. Don't forget, Mother's Day is coming up soon. Surprise Mom with a one-of-a-kind gift made just for her. Open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 4, and Fridays by appointment. Stop by and create something special at Sandhills Custom Creations in Broken Bow.
Start your day right or keep it rolling strong at Howdy Coffee in Broken Bow. Dive into breakfast favorites like the egg scramble or breakfast sandwiches with their signature kolache dough made in-house daily. Check out their newly added lunch menu featuring the chicken bacon ranch, French dip, and Philly sandwiches. And for your sweet treat, go with delicious cronuts. Open Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 4:30, and weekdays, 7 to 4. Satisfy your breakfast, lunch, and cravings beyond at Howdy Coffee on West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
This is April Good, proud to be with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. We've been inundated with buyers from all over the country finding our website and asking about north central Nebraska farmland. Most buyers would be delighted to lease back the land to the seller or their trusted tenants. If you are thinking about taking advantage of these once-in-a-lifetime market conditions, call me, April Good, for a free market analysis on your property and check us out at lashleyland.com.
I don't know how you could have got a better name when you were born than April Good. It's just a cool name. Hi, I'm April Good. Of course, she may be married. Maybe she was. Maybe she was April So-So. And then she became April Good.
There you go.
Lashley Land here on the Breakfast Show this morning. April Good. I like that. We are going to pick up the phone here in a little bit, see if we can get a hold of Mark at Tradewinds Marina.
'Tis the season.
It is, and we couldn't get connected here the other morning early, so we're going to see if we can catch up with Mark around 8:30 this morning. Tradewinds Marina over on Sherman Reservoir near Loop City, Nebraska. And I'm sure that they are getting ready for the season if it's not already underway.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any fish stories too much yet, but sometimes good fishermen don't tell fish stories.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to you going to share with Mark your your excursion this past weekend as far as loading and unloading the boat?
I don't think so.
Okay.
The water's probably up over at the dam over there. Probably don't have. When I do that over there, with my boat, I put on waders.
I see.
Because there's a lot of people.
Probably a lot more spectators, more people around anyway,
or people that I could make ill. Here's the Young Rascals on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
1, 2, 3. Good love. Good love.
On the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with some good loving. $8:29. Let's go over to the Sherman Reservoir at Tradewinds Marina and talk to Mark. We were able to get connected, so let's find out how Mark's doing. Mark, how are you?
Good, good. Hopefully we get a little bit of that wet stuff falling out of the sky today.
Oh, my goodness.
Amen to that.
Did you get any last night?
Just enough to ruin your windshield.
Oh, man. I know. It's just we were talking earlier about all these percentages and chances they're giving us, and we're still dry as it's kind of frustrating. How's the water level? Are they filling up now, or how does that work?
Yeah, the water started coming in the lake last Tuesday afternoon, so the lake's probably already come up a foot.
Good.
So it's in good shape. There's been a lot of guys out fishing, and some guys are catching fish. Some guys are complaining about not catching fish.
I would imagine in your business that you kind of, I suppose, get used to that because some guys are good fishermen and catch fish, seems like all the time. Some good fishermen out there do and don't, and then there's guys like me who never catch fish, and I complain about it all the time. So you don't want to talk to me.
Well, I always tell everybody, 90% of the fish are in 10% of the water.
Exactly. Yeah. And right now, with it rising, for somebody over there that wants to stop into Tradewinds and pick up some supplies and go out and fish, what part of the lake would you want to go to?
Well, things are starting to move towards the inlet.
Mm-hmm.
So there has been guys up the inlet already catching white bass. So
okay,
if you don't have a boat, that's a good spot. And then the crappie and the walleye are still out relatively deep right now. They should start moving shallow in the next week to 10 days. I would think the males for the crappie will be coming up to start making beds for the spawn.
Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun just to get out. I know catching fish is, I guess, the target, but there's so many other things to kind of enjoy when you're out on the boat or on the bank, like you said. Just getting out and enjoying the outdoors this time of year is worth it. What's your schedule right now with the store, with Tradewinds? Are you up and going, or are you kind of?
We're open on weekends right now. We're open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 7 to 9, or 7 to 8, and our grill is on from 11 to 7 on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
okay, that available on weekends, and I imagine you're kind of getting ready for the season, that when it expands and people really start rolling in. Did you have to do any? I know you added on the year before and did a lot of good things at Tradewinds. Did you do anything over this winter this year?
Oh yeah, there's always something to do. We painted the inside of the marina and put some new flooring down, and did a little more work to make the kitchen a little more efficient, so we can get people back out on the water quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Added a little parking and redid some docks this winter and got them in here a week and a half ago. So there's always something to do,
Yeah, sounds like a lot to do, especially since you did so much the year before. It's nice to have.
Well,
a
lot of them projects were catch up because I put them off from the year before.
Yeah, I'm sure that list never gets shorter. It doesn't seem. If anybody who owns a house even knows that there's always something to do. But a business, it's hard to get to those things when you're serving the customers. But you seem to be doing it. It's fun to listen to all the different things that you've accomplished, and you keep growing, which is fun to see.
You bet. We're growing, trying to accommodate everybody. Our menu is evolving constantly. Every year we evolve our menu a little more for the cafe, and try and keep the things in there or get new things into the store that people are looking for and want. And so yeah, I mean, it's a service industry, and we're trying to serve our customers.
Yeah. So on the weekends, is it too early for you to provide live bait and such, or do you have some of that?
Nope, we have minnows. We have the medium shiners. Well, they're a little bigger this year. They're about a 2.5-inch shiner.
Mm.
And then our crappie minnows and night crawlers. I even got leeches in already this year.
Oh, wow. Wow. So you're ready to go. It sounds like
you bet.
Yeah. Brent, you have a question?
Well, yeah, going back to earlier in our conversation, Mark, I'd just like to know, what do you hear more of, the success stories or when people aren't catching fish?
You know, it's about 50-50.
50-50? There you go.
But you got to realize most of the time you're talking to fishermen, and you can't believe, the guys that are catching fish probably aren't, and the guys that aren't catching fish probably are.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good fisherman doesn't tell the whole story, that's for sure. How soon is lodging available there?
We have cabins available now, and RVs everything's opened up. So,
Okay.
I mean, even though we're not there during the week, if you want to come up during the week, we'll make arrangements to get you guys checked in and get you into a cabin or RV spot.
Okay.
Hey, Mark, just around the lake and at the reservoir, were there some are there some new things or projects that Game and Parks did that you know of coming into this season?
Well, not coming into this
Okay.
season. I mean, they, last year they opened up their new RV sites over by the shower houses over by Thunder Bay.
Okay.
So their sites are open and available too. So, I mean, they added I think 48 or 49 RV sites with electricity.
Oh, wow.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
All right.
That's good.
Are there guides available yet, or is it too early?
Oh, no. We have a number of guides that we can get you tied up with. Whether you want to go out and chase a elusive walleye or do the crappie thing's a little slow right now because they're in their pre-spawn mode and early pre-spawn mode. So, but yeah, we got guys that we can get you out there on walleye or crappie, or we got guys that are doing white bass. When white bass start running, we got a couple guides that will take you catfishing if you want to go.
Okay. And, if maybe you aren't having a lot of success or you haven't fished the lake much at all or ever, that's a great way to start, I would think.
Absolutely. We have a lot of first-timers that come out here, and we get them tied up with a guide. That way they, a lot of it's just about learning the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sherman's a little different lake. There's so many fingers and coves, and I don't care how windy it is. There's always a place to get out of the wind at Sherman.
That's true, and it's almost a little confusing because with all those wonderful bays and fingers, there's a lot of pretty juicy looking places to go fish when the water's up. So a guide would sure come in handy there. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that you survived the winter. It sounds like you did a lot of good things, and we'll try to send as many people over your way as we can. I think Sherman Reservoir is really a productive fishing lake, but you've got all the camping and everything you've talked about. Some people just like to come over and stay for the weekend, or I know a lot of folks from here probably walk into your store most of the summer. They move from here over to your lake, so we think that's a lot of people like just to spend as much time as they can around the lake.
Absolutely, and another thing, Game and Parks opened up a walking trail last year.
Oh.
I haven't been on it. I mean, I've driven by and you can see where they have it mowed, and I mean, I don't know how long it is, but it sure looks like it'd be a nice little walk and something to check out.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, Mark, it's good to hear your voice again, and thanks for taking time to talk to us today. Trade Winds Marina open on the weekends right now, but everything is there, the fish bait and the good food and lodging if you want. It sounds like you're ready to go.
Yep. And we opened we got a few new house burgers this year to come in and try out. So
okay. Well, you keep adding things as we mentioned. Thanks, Mark.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
You too. Sounds like Mark and the crew's ready to go.
Yeah.
That is a nice service to have. Right now, that is located on the east side in kind of the corner of the dam, right?
Trade winds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just go across the face of the dam, and you'll go right there to where Trade Winds is located.
Can't miss
I believe,
it.
yeah.
And they've got some, if you want to put a boat in, there's a good spot to do it. They have fuel and so forth for you as well, and all the bait and everything.
Yeah.
So we should go fishing sometime.
I think that'd be wonderful.
We can get along long enough on the boat without throwing one of us off. That would be the question mark there.
Yeah. We'd make sure we wore a life jacket.
Yes, of course.
Well, you got to.
You should. Yes. How far can you swim? Well, let's ask the question this way. When's the last time you went swimming? And at that time, how long could you swim or how far you could swim? And then blink a year later, maybe a few years later, you might be surprised how hard it is to swim very far.
Oh, yeah.
So the life jackets are key, and you got to have them on the boat.
Yep.
That's the law.
Yep.
So, yeah, and follow all the regulations and rules. They're there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
People have a lot of fun on the water, but there are some safety concerns that if people don't obey them, it can be very dangerous. So this is the circle. Not the circle of life. This is the circle with the turn down day. It's a turn down day. That's a happy little song, and you know what, Brent? I dig it.
Do you?
That's what it said
I'm not
in the
familiar
song.
with the band, The Circle.
I think they were kind of a one-hit wonder.
Oh, yeah?
Many years ago. But that was probably in the mid to late 60s because I heard a little sitar in there, that was kind of big about that time. Just a song that kind of makes you feel good. It's a turn down day.
Yeah.
It's a cool day. I dig it.
Nice.
It's Thursday.
It is.
I dig that too because there's a blood drive at the Anselmo Myrna School starting at 12:30 today. That will run until 6:30. There is the Prairie Pioneer Center open house. It starts at 1 o'clock. And they also will have the ribbon cutting at 3:30 this afternoon for their blood pressure hub. And a Grow Award presentation will be handed out to Runza at 4 o'clock this afternoon for their recent renovations. And a ribbon cutting for 1023 Boutique at the Aero Mini Mall in Broken Bow. I don't have a time on that. I apologize. And the Broken Bow Food Pantry is open today between 1 and 3 p.m. at 1100 South 6th Avenue in Broken Bow. And Karen, you, Joan.
Oh, Joan.
She will be there.
Yeah, Joan, yeah.
I don't know who she's teaming up, maybe with Deb. She likes working with Deb and all the volunteers at the food pantry. So that's open today. That is open for you to drop off donations if you like. That's also open to you folks out there who are in need right now. There are some guidelines for that, which Karen, Joan, to you will explain.
Joan, yes, yeah.
So that's happening. Tomorrow at the library, it's bingo night. Starts at 5, a night of fun and games for the whole family. Sign up at the desk or call ahead at 872-2927.
All right. Hey, if you were one of the people that reserved a tree from the Simple Living Book Club for the tree giveaway, the giveaway is today. So if you reserved a tree, you'll pick it up today between 2 and 4. They'll be set up on the north side of the square in Broken Bow today.
Thank you, Brent.
You're welcome, Dave. Plant a tree for your tomorrow.
Oh, that was terrible. We'll be right back.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
No, it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Putting up a lot of hay requires a big-time machine. The ZR5 1200 self-propelled baler makes quick work of any field while offering an unprecedented level of operator comfort and maneuverability. The ZR5 1200 self-propelled baler aims to reduce the number of steps an operator must complete to make a bale, while providing the ability to automatically make real-time adjustments based on field, crop, and operator inputs. Interested in checking out the ZR5 1200 self-propelled baler? Stop by Power Solutions, your local premier dealer, 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2, or give them a call at 308-872-5522.
Remember the time you used to spend fighting weeds and bugs? Now you can spend that time elsewhere because aerial application is your best advantage against these problems. Let Aero Aviation take control.
When you need a helping hand to get the most from your land, Aero Aviation, let us take control.
For over 50 years, Aero Aviation has been serving the area. Contact Casey to schedule your aerial application this spring.
Looking to add some new jewelry to your look? Varney Pharmacy is excited to sell Norel jewelry. It's waterproof, hyperallergenic, tarnish-resistant, and it comes with a lifetime guarantee. You know, with words like stainless steel, 18-karat gold-plated, you're getting a quality item. Sold separately or as a matching set of 3. Head in and lay your eyes on these beautiful necklaces, earrings, and bracelets. It's jewelry made for everyday wear. Swim, shower, sweat, and never lose that shine. Norel Jewelry is at Varney Pharmacy in Broken Bow.
Back here on the airwaves, live on the Breakfast Show. I want to remind you, we talked about it earlier, but there is the Nebraska Gospel Fest, which runs Saturday, starting at 6 p.m. at the Callaway Community Center, featuring Lauren Talley, James and Laura Rainey Von Ross, who is a local talent, and Doyle Harper, Dennis Cagle, James Jones, and Pastor Mike Garner. On Sunday, it starts at 10:30 a.m. and runs till 2, and it's a 2-day affair, day and a half affair, if you will. And they have all those people coming in, and as mentioned to us yesterday, Pastor Mike, or was it yesterday? The other day, he mentioned the tickets are $40 for both days, so it's $20 a day, and there's lots of food and entertainment and so forth. But if you are broke and you don't have the money, Pastor Mike says, come on in. They'll welcome you at the door. Also, coming up on Monday, the Governor's Call-In Show.
Yes, scheduled for Monday. You're right.
Now, something that we have not read for a long, long time. for many years now, I believe. Pillow cleaning available.
Oh, nice.
At the Quilting Shack in Broken Bow on Wednesday, next Wednesday, from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Master cleaners used to always have the cleaning of pillows available. And now you can get them cleaned again. Joan and I was just talking about that the other day. We have some, we probably get some new ones or have them cleaned, but we didn't know you could have them cleaned, so that's good.
Yeah.
That'd be Karen. I should have said.
Who? Karen?
Bernie.
Bernie. Oh, Joan.
Yeah, Joan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where's Joan.
And weather permitting, Adams Land and Cattle Compost Days is nearing, May 3rd and 4th, and also on the 10th of May. They'll have 3 different days that you can pick up that compost and put it on your garden or wherever you can actually even put it on your yard. Mm-hmm. Dave Zuhas put it on his yard. He said it really made a difference. Of course, he's a little prejudiced. He's all about compost.
Yes.
Always has been. In one way or the other. I'm sorry, Dave. Never. I don't want to go there.
You couldn't help yourself, could you? Now Dave's back to being the bad guy.
Oh, man, I was doing so good. B.W. Stevenson for you. Cool song called My Maria.
Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Melham provides procedures such as hysterectomies, knee replacements, cataract operations, orthopedic surgery, and many other surgical procedures. Each of those performed at Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow without the ride to Kearney or Grand Island. To learn more, visit melham.org or call 308-872-4100 today and learn why Melham Medical Center is large enough to serve, small enough to care.
Reap big bucks when you sow food plot seed mixes from Arrow Seed. Food plots help develop healthier wildlife populations by providing a high-quality, nutritious food source. Arrow Seed offers a full line of perennial mixes, including Full Potential and Trophy Banquet. Crunch and Munch, Brassica Plus, Deer Delight, and Green Screen are annual food plot mixes. Mixes can be planted in the spring or fall. Plant some on your site and watch the buck grow. Stop by your local Arrow Seed dealer, visit arrowseed.com, or like Arrow Seed's Facebook page to learn more about food plots and how they can work for you.
Is there anything better than getting rewarded? Let us ask you this. How many reward apps do you currently have on your phone? Are you 2 purchases away from that free coffee or maybe a sandwich? Well, maybe we have one last question. Are you being rewarded for spending? If you said no, we can help you change that. At Bruning Bank, we offer 4 levels of our Bruning Bank credit card so we can best match you with the credit card suited for your lifestyle. The best part? You earn rewards with every purchase. Give us a call today at 308-872-2757 or visit BruningBank.com to learn how you can make the most of your purchases. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Well, there's a little problem in the United States, but I don't know that it's a problem. Here's what it is, Brent.
Okay.
We're not having as many babies as we used to in this country. And there's some people that are concerned about that. I don't think it's a concern. People should have as many kids as they can support or want to raise. If they don't want to raise them, they shouldn't have them. And if they can't support 4 children, then you have to pare down a little bit. I mean, it takes 2 people working anymore to keep a household going, right?
Yeah, it does.
And I don't know that that's going to change, but the birth rates are still falling in the U.S. A release of vital figures reported on Wednesday show that birth rates in the U.S. only increased by 1% last year, considering the year before was a record low. But it could be a good thing because the decrease shows that fewer teenagers are getting pregnant. Birth rates have also fallen off for women in their 20s, and it's not like women in their 30s are having more babies to make up for it. Surveys show that many young people say right now they don't want children, they just can't afford them. That's kind of what we talked about.
Yeah.
That part of it's a little sad, that people are not having kids because of the financial stress of it. But I can relate. I've probably said this on the air before, but I'll say it again. Previous to insurance being involved in the medical services we received, I believe my oldest son, Chris, total cost to have him delivered, and Karen Joan, stayed in the hospital for like 3 or 4 days. They didn't let him go. So she had 3 or 4 days in the hospital, the delivery, the doctor. It all totaled up to about $500.
Wow. Oh, wow, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Dr. Kofoot came in and delivered Chris on April 17th. He had spent, of course, some office visits with Joan before that. She was in a hospital 3 or 4 days. Everything went fine. But the total, I think the doctor's bill was $250. The hospital was somewhere around $250. It was about $500. That would have been at 1970, right?
Well, that would have been. I think Chris and I are, pretty much same age. Yeah. So 54 years ago.
Yeah. So that's how much the cost of medicine has increased to this point.
Wow.
And it really wasn't. I mean, with what you was making at that time, it was probably somewhat relative.
Sure.
But I truly believe that once we started going, well, insurance will pay for it if I get insurance. And it was very affordable when it first started. But it's not anymore.
Yeah, the game has changed a little bit.
It's kind of troublesome. Some call it broken. You hear those kind of words being thrown around, but yeah, about $500.
Wow.
Yeah. Of course, she was making about $1.50 an hour.
I was going to say, yeah, the wage making back then was different too, but
you'd have to figure out the percentages on that, I guess.
That is quite the story, though.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Here's the Beatles. I feel like Ed Sullivan. Ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm sorry, I won't do that. Here's the Beatles.
pushed back, saying any claims about the progress of China-U.S. trade negotiations are groundless.
A man's been arrested and charged with setting a huge wildfire in southern New Jersey. Amy Zettel of Lacey Township is back home after fleeing that fire.
It's a nerve-wracking feeling. It's unsettling just because we could go back home. I didn't even put any of my stuff back in the house. It's like in the garage in bags, just in case.
CBS News Brief. I'm Christopher Cruz.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. 783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monty Bolaños.
No Jason Tatum for the Celtics, no problem.
Ball moved to Holiday. Holiday drives down the middle of the floor, hangs in the air, throws it through 2 men out to the corner for Jaylen Brown. Good night 3.
Hello, Irene. Hello, Irene. Good night, Irene.
You just heard on the Celtics radio network. Brown ended with 36 points and 10 rebounds as the Celtics stopped the Magic 100-109. Boston now leads the series 2-0. The Rockets even the series against the Warriors with a 109-94 win behind Jalen Green, who had 38 points, including 8 threes. The Cavs now lead their series 2-0 after defeating the Heat 121-112. Cleveland hit 11 threes in the second quarter, and Donovan Mitchell ended with 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. In baseball, the Giants outscored the Brewers 4-2. The A's defeated the Rangers 5-2, and the Rays held on to defeat the Diamondbacks in Arizona 7-6 in 11 innings.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Chance of thunderstorms today, otherwise cloudy skies expected. High temperatures reach up to 58, winds out of the northeast 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance for storms tonight, lows dip down to about 37, cloudy skies expected. Slight chance for showers tomorrow, daytime highs approaching 59, cloudy skies expected. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Nebraska State Bank, leading, serving, growing. Since 1917, their integrity and passion have enabled them to offer innovative products, deliver superior service, and make local decisions for their customers. Visit nesb.bank or visit one of their area locations.
It is 47 under a cloudy sky, winds still out of the north-northeast 5 to 10, and we're hoping for rain, folks. It is very dry out there. The Governor Pillen, has put on a statewide burning ban, so we don't have any more of those accidental fires, at least in the short term, and I think that probably was necessary and people understand it, but that's what's taking place now. It's very dry out there, and it just feels like it could rain. It looks like it could rain. It makes us believe it's going to rain. The weather people are telling us it's going to rain. Maybe, just maybe, we should do something here on The Breakfast Show.
Okay.
To make it rain.
Oh. You think we can influence it here on The Breakfast Show?
I think we can do it this half hour.
Okay.
We're going to change gears a little on music here. We're going to go to rain songs.
Nice.
And
there's a lot of them.
There are a bunch of them. And you can help me, too, on the countryside. There's probably some country rain
songs.
Well,
we got to play I Love a Rainy Night.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, let's start with Eric Clapton here.
Okay.
And one that comes off the KBBN side. And we'll go over and get one of those off KCNI side and play some rain songs here for you. I love that bass in that particular cut. Let It Rain, Eric Clapton. Trying to make it rain this morning here in the last half of the show. Well, I was in the other room. Got a fresh cup of coffee. That's a good cup, Kristen. Oh, baby, that's nice. While I was there, Christy was in her booth, and she said, Thunder Rolls is a rain song.
I don't know. I'd beg to differ. It's not a rain. It's a Garth song.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't.
I don't think it mentions rain.
I don't think it does either.
Mentions thunder.
Thunder rolls. Right.
Of course, the song, there's the sound effect of thunder, and maybe, yeah, I guess there would be the sound effect of, if you listen close, rain falling maybe at the very beginning.
We want the actual wording, rain.
There you go.
Sorry, Christy. Ken, no do. All right, why do we like dogs more than humans? A lot of people do. I know. I'm not saying everybody does, but
it's a loaded question there.
Yeah. Well, a new study, I know you'll be interested in this, looked at 700 dog owners and found that our love of dogs is mixed between child and best friend relationships. They also found that humans love their dogs more than people because they can have more control over them. Humans have had weak relationships with others in some cases. Those people did not rely on their dogs for more support. Researchers say that everyone's relationship to their dog is different based on the need of owners. So, in other words, the crux to that is that some people like dogs because they can tell them to sit, and they sit sometimes. Tell them to lay down, and they do that, and so they obey some commands, and not very many people obey commands anymore.
That would probably be a fair statement, yeah.
But I think a lot of us like dogs because they are so. They love you so much. They're dedicated to you in most cases. Good dogs are wanting to make you happy, and they're happy when they're with you. And
well, how many times do you, if you have a dog, you say you're out on the farm or whatever, and you open up the door, you walk outside, and oh man, your dog just goes crazy.
Yeah,
right.
Happy.
Just happy that you walked out the door and happy to see you. Makes a person feel good.
Yeah, and if you come home, let's say the wife comes home and you're watching something on TV, then you're watching something on TV and your wife walks in and you go, hi, honey. Or you don't say hi.
Yeah.
But the dog would be jumping up and down and so excited because your wife was home.
Mm-hmm.
What did you just get?
I'm sorry. The reason I was laughing is I have just been handed the lyrics to the song The Thunder Rolls. And highlighted, this was brought in by Christy Wells, by the way, a Garth Brooks fan, by the way. I think many of you know that.
Beyond that.
Highlighted on the lyrics sheet the phrase, but on the wind and rain, a strange perfume blows. So I guess technically rain is mentioned in the song.
Oh, boy. Radio here this morning. We're playing rain songs, and we might do it again tomorrow if we don't get rain today. We're just tired of it.
Yes.
We got to have some rain.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. I want to ask you a couple questions about sports, and I know you don't like to talk about sports, but let's do. So Tuesdays on KCNI, you bring the track report.
Broken Bow track report.
Broken Bow
yes.
track report.
Mm.
Wednesdays, you have high school rodeo reports. That's at noon and 5 on KCNI.
Their season started last weekend.
All right. Then on Saturday, the 26th, volleyball spring match with Kansas. You had a piece on that this morning with our new coach.
Yes. Yep.
And they're excited about playing that game. That was one that really wasn't planned, but now they're going to do it with all the other activities that's going on.
Yeah, I think that kind of got, if I'm not mistaken, I hope I'm not, I think that kind of got added when they started to put together the whole Husker Games thing,
Right.
which is going to take place on Saturday. So, the volleyball team will be playing a competitive match, spring match against Kansas, and we'll broadcast it for you if you'd like to listen to it. It'll be Saturday evening with coverage starting at 6:30 on the Huskers Radio Network. And as a programming note to KBBN listeners, because of the volleyball broadcast, we're going to push back Little Stevie's Underground Garage Radio Show. We'll run that from 10 to midnight now on Saturday.
All righty. Thank you very much. Also some baseball coming up on Sunday the 27th. They take on Maryland at Maryland.
That is the plan. Yes.
Yes. With
and
baseball, it's always the plan.
I was going to say, Brent even looks at the weather forecast for faraway places when it comes to baseball. And the last time I looked at the Maryland forecast, where they'll be playing, had rain in the forecast, I think, for today and tomorrow. But and I looked at this, 3-4 days ago, but it said sunny and 70 on Sunday. So we'll plan on having baseball. That's our plan. 11:30 start time, air time, game time around noon on Sunday between the Huskers and Maryland.
from the middle of the state to the east in the state, and he tells me off the air that he's been driving in rain a long time.
No.
Matt, that's good to hear that people are getting rain. We'd like some too. Maybe, can you bring some back with you when you get done today?
Yeah, I can sure try. But yeah, it rained on me from probably Grand Island to Lincoln.
Oh boy. Well, where are you headed? Some subways?
Yeah, Fremont.
Up to Fremont. Okay. All right. What do you got to fix there? I'm just curious. Still there, Matt? Uh-oh.
What?
You still there?
Yeah.
Okay, you're breaking up just a little bit. Let's see if we can hold on to you. Let's talk Subway here in Broken Bow. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, good. So let's start with, we usually end up talking about hiring good help for the summer. Let's start there because you've expanded your hours and you always are looking for good help, but right now maybe a little bit more so. How do they apply?
You can either apply at the store on a paper application, or you can go to mysubwaycareers.com.
Okay.
We are looking for summer help. We've got a couple hired, and everybody should check them out. Their customer service is on point.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good deal. So, but you still have more openings. Still could use some more help.
Yes, we could.
All right. Now, I always say this, and maybe it's good to remind myself and others that you're a go-to for breakfast. If you want to have a breakfast that's real tasty but economical, Subway's the place to go, right?
Yes, it is. You can get a 6-inch breakfast sandwich and a small drink for under $6.
That's pretty good, Brent.
It is. Do you guys do? I know you did at one time, but I don't know if you continue it. Do you guys do coffee in the morning, or did?
No, they actually done away with that.
Did they? Okay.
I'm trying to work on figuring out a way to bring it back. So we might see it again this year. I just got to figure out what loop I got to jump through Subways to have it.
There you go.
How about the salads? We don't talk about those maybe as often as we should. You've got the protein salad, and then I think you can make a salad out of any combination which would go into a sandwich, right?
Correct. More nowadays, I see more people getting protein bowls than I do salads. They want that extra meat.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is, I don't know, a little healthier in my opinion because you're eating enough protein. But yeah, we sell a lot more protein bowls than we do salads anymore. But you can make any salad or any sandwich into a salad or a protein bowl.
Can those protein bowls be made to go, Matt?
Yes, they can.
Okay, that's good, because that sounds like something that would really hit the spot over the noon hour. And if you are, in a hurry, which we all seem to be, that would be really handy.
Yeah, I'm always in a hurry.
I know you are. Brent may have some questions for you, but before I step back here, I just want to take time to thank you, Matt, for taking time to visit with us, because I know you are a busy guy. You're on the road a lot, and you take care of your Subways and everybody else's too. But I do appreciate you taking time and doing business with us to remind people that we've got a really good Subway right here in Broken Bow. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
I enjoy visiting with you guys, and it's one of my highlights of my week.
Well, that's good.
That's great.
So are the nachos going over well?
Yes, they are. They are going over like hotcakes.
Okay.
If I had it my way, I'd have one for breakfast every day.
There you go. Let's see. And we say nachos, but you've said that it's actually a bag of Doritos, right? That you open up, spread it out, and then there's, a couple of different ways that you guys make them?
Right. They come on a foot-long tray. We dump a bag of Doritos in there, and then it gets shredded cheese, liquid cheddar cheese, chicken or steak, and then it gets onion, green pepper, and tomato and jalapeno, and Southwest.
So you
And if you want to spice it up a little bit, you can add some sriracha.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you have liquid cheese at Subway?
Yes.
Oh boy. Now,
boy.
okay, I've gotta ask, will you allow us to put that on a sandwich, or is that
Yes,
just
you
for the
can.
nachos?
Yes, you can.
Is that Velveeta?
No, it's not Velveeta. It's cheddar cheese.
Oh,
yeah. Oh man, that's great. Because I'll just be honest. For me personally, I think that would taste great on a steak sandwich.
Oh yeah, it does. We actually have a steak that was rolled out. I think it was a spicy steak.
Okay.
And it came with that cheese, the sub crunch, Southwest onion, onion and green pepper.
Oh wow.
And it was delicious.
I'm gonna have to come in and try that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been missing out. Where have you been?
I don't. Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know where I've been lately, Matt.
Stuck in a rut ordering that spicy Italian?
No, I'll be honest with you. I've changed. I've discovered the All American Club, and
that's a good one.
That's like all I order. And I'll tell you one of the reasons is, of course, my girls a while back introduced me to the app at Subway, and hey, you know what? Let's talk about the app for just a quick second, because I went to use it the other day, and it said, and you may know about this or you may not, but it said I had to reload it, or like there's a new version or something. Is that kind of what people are going through right now, or do you have any idea?
I don't know. I believe there was a recent update, but the more you shop, you get moved up in categories.
Oh. Okay.
So, like, I think last time you were at a step above of a regular customer, but then there's the VIP you can eventually get to, and you can get Subway merch.
So maybe that's what's going on. I'm just moving up in status.
Yes.
Ooh, that's kind of exciting.
Right.
Okay.
You're a very important person at Subway.
Yeah, well, nice. Well, the app is very convenient, and what I love is it just saves what you order. So when you go to the app, you just click on the sandwich that's already up there, and it's just a lot easier than trying to go through the process all the way again. So that's kind of why the All American Club has become the new favorite for me. Is it's just right there on the app, and so I can just click it, and boom, I'm done.
Yeah, and it also helps dads or mothers not have to remember everything their kids want on their sandwich.
Oh, man, I used to remember that. They'd send me into the store to buy for the whole family, and they would text me. And so here I am looking at my phone, okay, now on this one, I want onions and peppers, and yeah. But on this one, I need just black olives. Yeah, you're right. The app takes care of all of that.
Yes, it saves you a lot of headache.
Probably saves you guys a little bit of time too, huh?
Yeah, because it kind of slows us up when somebody comes in to order like 4 or 5 sandwiches, and they're trying to read them all off their phone.
Sure.
So then they're trying to do the meat and the vegetable at the same time, and it kind of confuses the customer, and it can confuse us.
Yeah. All right, so we'll encourage people to use the app, and if you don't have it, load it up, and you get a lot of great deals, too. I'm getting notifications all the time about specials that you can take advantage of through the app. What about the catering portion of things, Matt? I know we've got a lot of graduations coming up soon, and I think people kind of use Subway to treat people at a graduation reception. I know you love doing the catering.
Yes, we do. Graduation is coming up quick. So if you're wanting us to cater your thing, the faster you let us know, that way we can prepare and have enough staff on hand for that day, because I'm pretty sure we're going to probably be busy.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else we haven't talked about yet, Matt, that you wanted to mention?
Well, if it's a beautiful day there and the sun's out, I would say a picnic in the park.
That's a good idea. Even if it's raining, it might be nice to be under a covering in the park and watch it rain.
Yeah, as long as you got a place to sit underneath and have your picnic, not a bad deal.
Not a bad deal, Matt. Thanks so much for talking to us. Please travel safely, and we'll talk to you next time.
All right. Have a good one.
You too, Matt. Well, as I'm getting ready here to close the show, I'm thinking about Jack over to my right here in Studio A. And he's going, they're finally going to turn it over so I can play some country over on my side. And I just know that we have to continue to nurture Jack and help him and support him and let him realize that this isn't a regular radio station. The clock is not something that we worry too much about. So we're going to play one more rain song over here, Jack, and then you do whatever you need to do over there. Will that work for you? All right. This is the one that you mentioned earlier. It's a perfect fit to close out the show. Although it isn't night, it was supposed to rain last night.
Yeah.
Let's get it started raining this afternoon and rain tonight.
Rain all night. There you go.
So here's Eddie Rabbit to close the show.